there? I hope life is good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's see what the energies are for the collective. Let's see what's happening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love all of your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Yes, I do. Please keep them coming. Let's see what the energies are. You have a lot of celebrating coming up. Yeah. Oh, my phone. I gotta put my phone on the charger. 1 second, guys. Can anyone hear me? Please let me know if you guys can hear me. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Can you guys hear me? Let me know and I will proceed. There. It's working. Yay. Okay, cool. Hi. Perfect. Okay, so here's what's going on. So you guys are celebrating now and you have even more celebrations to come. You have somebody who's trying to get personal information so that they can rob you blind. Somebody needs to know something. Okay, they want to rob you. Maybe they want to rob you of, your possessions. Maybe rob you of what's in your bank account, rob you of your life. They want to rob you of something. Hey, Jennifer Grimm. Happy day after Christmas. Okay, so somebody woke up in a rage this morning. Like they were raging, yelling, screaming, going crazy because they could not rob you. Somebody's mad that you're like happy. This is a reoccurring thing. Happiness is like gold, right? Not everybody has it. So you guys have happiness. When I say happiness, if you guys are not walking around in misery, you're walking around in happiness, right? Because there are people out here that literally all day, when they see somebody else smiling, they literally fly into a rage. When they hear other people laughing and playing and, they go crazy. That's what I mean by these people. So if you're just a person who's maybe a little bit stressed out, maybe you've got we all got our own levels of whatever, right? Nobody's life is perfect, right? But for many of you, you can see through it. You know that like my grandma always used to say, if you've got a problem, figure out the solution, right? There's always a solution. There's always a solution to any problem other than, the final, right? So most of you realize this. So you're like, oh, okay, got a flat tire? That sucks, but you know what? We're going to fix it. We're going to put the spare on and we're going to go get another tire. We're going to get the tire we have repaired or we're going to call AAA. There's lots of ways to figure something out, right? So that's most of you, you're in that mindset. Whereas other people, they're like, and I had a flat tire 6 months ago. And then collective, they're over there winning and happy. And I hate them, but I had a flat tire 6 months ago. Everybody's out to get me. I had a flat tire 6 months ago. Ugh. You don't do that. You live in the here and now and you're happy. And somebody broke up with me 150 years ago, and now they're happily married. And then they say the same shit every day. Hey, Johnetta, happy holidays. That's what somebody's in, drama and conflict. But somebody wants to rob something from you. Your happiness, your peace, your harmony, your status, whatever it is, they want to rob something from you. And they're pissed because they realize they can't do it. Someone has now finally realized they can't do it. They can't rob you of anything. And now they're like, now what'll we do? What'll we do? So now they're in that. So they're raging this morning with the what'll I do? What'll I do? How about you get a fucking job? How about you stop obsessing over other people? How about you do that? That's what'll you do? What'll you do? That's what you should do. Focus on you and not on everybody else. Mind your business. Now, another energy I'm picking up too is somebody just does not like the person that they're with. They feel like they have to be with them. Like they're disgusted. They're like, you slept with the whole city, state, town, community. You stay cheating on me. I never know if I'm going to catch an STD. I never know what you're really doing. That's for another group of people. But like somebody's just sick and tired of being with someone who's, sleeping with everybody. Now, what's kind of crazy is I'm also picking up that maybe this person who's sick of someone sleeping, maybe they do that too. So maybe it's a couple that sleeps around. So maybe it's a couple that's what they do. They both just sleep around with everybody and then they accuse each other of cheating. But I'm getting more so it's like a man that's disgusted with a woman because like he's like, everybody's been in there. Everybody I know, like I'm looking to my left, I'm looking to my right. I'm pretty sure everybody to my left and everybody to my right has slept with you already. So it's like somebody feels grossed out. Somebody's hoe activities are a turnoff. This could be like a teacher or somebody who works with children, maybe. I think that for the most part, everybody knows about this. This could be somebody who's trying to rob something from you. Yeah, it's very low vibrational. I'm multitasking over here. Let me see what else. Okay, yeah, somebody's mad. Somebody wanted to rob you of something so that you couldn't move on to the next level. Not only did you move on to the next level, but you moved up 10 levels, 20 levels, 30 levels. And you're moving up even more. Somebody always looked like a peasant compared to you. And again, I don't feel like anybody's better than anybody. We're all humans. We're all the same. We're all the same. But somebody feels like they are a peasant compared to you. That's their feelings. They feel like that. They feel like they're a peasant compared to you, and they're very upset about this because they wanted you to be seen as the peasant when everybody clearly sees who's who. Everybody knows, what's up. They wanted to be seen like you're being seen. They tried to like switch it around. Also, I'll save that for another video. I'm getting a whole bunch of downloads, you guys. But basically, somebody tried to steal from you. They wanted to rob you. They were unable to do it, and they woke up pissed today. They woke up real mad today. Reading specials are $25. I offer same-day readings and a $10 one question, one answer via email only. I also have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that'd be super duper lovely. I do have spell work on this second page of my only website, jamiezebra23.com. Yep. So here's what's up. Okay, with the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Coins, and the Ace of Swords, this is you getting everything that you want. Now, a lot of you are like, but I don't get anything I want. If you have air in your lungs, if you have food to eat, if you've got any level of freedom at all whatsoever, there's somebody out here wishing that they could be in your position. So you don't have to be a billionaire in order to be successful. There's people living on the street who wish that they had a car to live in. So some of you need to change your perspective and your mindset because maybe you're a lot wealthier than you perceive. I know it's a different different generation, and I get that. I get that they always want the bigger, better thing. Nothing's ever good enough. I don't want to have to work for anything. It should just be handed to me. I get it. I get it. It's a different generation. My generation is if you don't work, you don't eat. This generation is I put my hand out. How come you didn't put $1 in it? I get it. So it's perception is everything. So if you perceive yourself as not having, then you don't have. Now, there are some people who literally don't have, and they can't perceive it any other way. I mean, if you're living on the streets, you're living on the streets, right? I mean, of course, that's a hardship that you can't wish that away or positive think that away. That's a bad scene. Some of you are in a bad situation. That is true. But for who I'm talking about, you guys are doing quite well out here. Food, clothing, and shelter, you've got something happening. Something good is happening. Now, I will say, I do feel bad for this generation because people in my age range, you could work a typical 9 to 5 and be a homeowner off of those wages, still go to Disney with your families during the summer. You could still live a life, right? A really good life. Now you could work a 9 to 5 and you can't even have an apartment. You can't even have a 1-bedroom apartment. So I will say, that's got to be difficult mentally, because you're like, wait a minute, why would I be slaving away at a 9 to 5 if I'm never going to be able to afford a home of my own, or I can't even keep a roof over my head? So that is an odd that is stacked against this new generation. That right there is some messed up crap. So I'm not being mean or trying to offend anyone or hurt anybody's feelings, but I do know that there is an issue with the generation, though, wanting, not wanting to work at all anyway, in general anyway. And that's okay. I mean, everybody to each their own, right? Every generation has their thing. For us, it was rock and roll. I remember they said Full House. I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness family, so they would say that Full House was demonic. Watching Full House, so every. All right, guys. Jamie Zebra 23 to Dapper now. The TV show Full House, with the Tanners, DJ and Stephanie and Michelle and Uncle Jesse and Joey. And then what was the lady's name? Lori. I don't know if I know her name's Lori in real life, but I don't remember if Lori was her name on the show. But yeah, all right, guys. To talk for now, love you long time.